Last time on the Dina Jean Show, I give you a couple of definitions of what is an eating disorder. I also give you my own definition of what is an eating disorder. I talked about the types of disorders a little bit as well. Welcome to the Dina Jean Show. I'm your host, Dina Jean. On today's episode, I continue to talk about eating disorders. I will be discussing the types of eating disorders, the signs and symptoms of each eating disorder, and I will be discussing what to do if you or anyone you know has an eating disorder. When talking about eating disorders, or when others think of an eating disorder, they often think of someone who refuses to eat. In fact, there are many different types of eating disorders. They include anorexia nervosa, bulimia nervosa, binge eating disorder, and eating disorder not otherwise specified. Today, I will only be talking about the three main ones: anorexia, bulimia, and binge eating disorder. According to MayoClinic.org, anorexia is an eating disorder in which is a potentially deadly eating disorder. Anorexia is characterized by a refusal to maintain a healthy body weight, an obsessive fear of gaining weight, and a distorted perception of weight and shape. Some of the symptoms of anorexia nervosa include refusing to eat, denying hunger, negative or distorted self-image, rituals such as cutting food into pieces, refusing to eat around others, and hiding or throwing away food, and feeling overweight, even though there is major weight loss. Mayo Clinic also defines bulimia nervosa as an eating disorder in which is characterized by the restricting of food intake for a period of time followed by a major overtaking of food or binging period that is often followed by feelings of guilt and low self-esteem. Some symptoms of bulimia nervosa include going to the bathroom after or during meals, damaged teeth and gums, and eating until you are uncomfortable or in pain. This is often with high fat or sweet foods. Additionally, MayoClinic.com defines BED or binge eating disorder as too much food regularly. You feel a lack of control over your eating and may quickly eat or eat more often than intended, even though you aren't hungry, and you may continue eating even long after uncomfortably full. Some of the symptoms of BED include periods of uncontrolled, impulsive, or continuous eating, eating faster during binge episodes, and frequently eating alone. If you or anyone you know has an eating disorder, here's what you can do. For anyone who is struggling with an eating disorder and wants the help, my recommendations are as follows. 1. Call your doctor and make an appointment immediately. When you are at your appointment, make sure to do the following. A. Ask loads of questions. This includes medications. B. Tell your doctor that you don't want to see your weight at weigh-ins. They should weigh you backwards. C. Ask your doctor for information about A1, the different recovery methods, A, B, about eating disorders. 2. Find brand new coping mechanisms to get your mind off of the eating disorder. Healthy coping mechanisms, which includes meditation, art therapy, and talking to someone about your disorder. For those who are affected by people who have eating disorders, here's how you can help. Learn about the eating disorder. Understand what your loved one is going through. Seek family counseling. Talk to your loved one about eating disorders. Help the person understand where you are coming from. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Dina Jean Show. I hope you have learned a lot from today's episode. I know I have. Join me next week for the final part of the All About series Eating Disorders edition. If you want to be on the show, you can email me at thedinajeanshow@gmail.com. This podcast is also on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Overcast, Pocket Cast, Radio Public, and iHeartRadio. You can also catch me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now on Blogger, Pinterest, and a new website. All links will be in the description below. Thank you for listening to the show. This is your host, signing off. See you next week on The Dina Jean Show.